Hi, everybody. We're now live. This is my 5-year YouTube anniversary. Woohoo! Anyway, that's the thing. So I'm going to have a little bit of a giveaway after a while, after a fashion, as it were. And I have to get a couple things together. I got to go get my bucket that I'm going to pull the tickets out of. But anyway, I wanted to start this on the dot at 7 or close if I could, because I said it was going to be at 7. So that's the type of thing. I didn't want it to be late. So let me amend my action for a minute. Dang it. Why did I do that? Now, of course, when sound matters, I make more noise, right? That's just how it goes. Hey, Glenn, how you doing? I don't think I have your mailing address, Glenn. I do want to make a contribution to your food forest, but I don't think I have any longer have your mailing address. I got your email, but then I thought, oh, I'll look at your YouTube site and see if there's a mailing on there. I said we want to vlogs. Everybody, thanks for coming by. Trying to think. I'm drawing a blank. That's a permaculture way, right? What am I doing here? My bucket. I got all fancy this time. What I did is I got actual like theater tickets. So it's uniform size and that type of thing. Everybody comes in, see? Hey, I can write it on there and just pull these out of the bucket. My handy compost-ish bucket here. Use that. I'm facing it the wrong way, but anyway. So let me start writing names. Get a little bit more together. This light in the background is a very dim light, but it looks good on here. The other light bulb I had was too bright. So peculiarly, it's not so good in person, but it looks good on the set, right? Let the show go on type of thing. Okay, so rather than waste these, let me see who was here first. And supposedly I have a special guest coming. We'll see. I never believe any of this until they actually show. It's just an idea until they actually show, right? So it's just a concept until then. So I'm going to write Spirit in the Sky Blue. As if the name wasn't very long, but it is. Oh, that one I guess I got to toss. It's got a little bit of glue on it. So can I use that one? Maybe that one. These aren't perforated so well. Anyway, it is a uniform size, what I like too. Oh, my Sharpie doesn't work. And that the wonderful culture way, resource runs out and you don't know it. In the sky blue. Okay, so that's number 1. Get that one down. Someday I'm going to have somebody help me with this stuff and manage the flow of the stream and do all the little detail work. Probably after I hit the lottery. And I don't know when that is, but that's the thing. Garden, you're in the bucket. And Sib, you on the vlogs? You will soon be in the bucket. Who else is in here? Malingering. What other permaculture malingerers do we have in here? Let's see. Joe and Jenny Journey. Thanks for coming by, Joe and Jenny Journey. One thing I have learned through this process of being on YouTube is that when I chat with somebody, when I type in, I just go for the first letter of their name because it's a little bit daunting otherwise. Right? So Cebuana Vlogs is next. Did I just put Cebuana? No, Cebuana Shorts. Do you have two things, Cebuana, or is it two different people? Well, no trip to Europe this time. I'm going to give away a couple books and also a what do you call it? Like a holistic training. Lady said I could give away. She does this training, and what else? Let's see. I should have wrote down who I put in here now. Spirit in the Sky. No, Cebuana Vlogs. How to Garden. Joe and J. Cebuana Shorts. Maureen, Michelle, and Ken blog. So I'm gonna, once you win, I'm gonna leave it up to you folks to contact me, and I'll post my email address up there. So in case you win, write it down. So I think I got everybody. We'll see. I think so. So I guess I should make a roster of who's here first and then start doing it like that. But it's a learning process, as they would say, process for that matter. I guess my special guest, I don't know if she's coming by or not. So I'll see. So you want to vlog. Okay, looks like everybody so far is on the ticket. We got the tickets in the bucket. I don't know what order that's in. Don't care what order it's in. Now, let's see. I'm not going to pull it right away. I'm kind of waiting for my special guest to show up. That's how I'm going to shake it up, right? Old-fashioned style. Does it change anything? Heck, I don't know. Looks good, though, huh? So, let me get back into this and see what's new comments. Yeah. Hi, everybody. As I said, let me put some banners up here. Oh, and I want to make a little banner here. A piece of paper. A little bit disorganized. Okay, so I mentioned to a friend of mine that has a music business selling Hawaiian style music. He's got a website, and I told him I'd try to help promote his thing. He's having a little hard time as people got away from CDs and whatnot. They're more on a streaming thing nowadays, but I bought some CDs. I got some CDs from him. But anyway, if you're into that, you can see this melee.com, MELE.com. A lot of good content, Hawaiian music CDs. Anyway, if anybody's interested, it's a good place to get them. And yeah, wow, I see Green Heart there. Cool. And that's the next thing. I'm kind of waiting for my co-host or guest or whatever you want to call. Oh, Cebuana. It's okay. Second. Wow. Getting fancy on me. I only have one channel. One is enough, kind of. Okay, so I was kind of looking for something on my phone. But anyway, that's the thing there. And how's everybody else? Everybody doing with their garden and whatever? I was just checking out the garden again. I was just watering. MB Heritage Farms. Hi, MB. Thanks for coming by. And somebody, if I miss you, hey, sorry. I do miss things. MB. I don't have the best desk set up yet here. I was looking at some that people were giving away, and I haven't totally decided what I need and what I'm going to get. That's the problem. So it's a little bit touch haphazard with a live stream because it's a coffee table I have all this stuff on. I had some successes, but not to the degree I thought I would. I really figured out that I could grow onions a lot better than anything. Onions are doing really well. And I have to adapt what I do to my climate here. It's hotter than I realized it would be on the plants. So the plants are actually having a harder time. Therefore, I'm moving some of them into a lot more of them into the shade areas where I thought I was going to maximize the heat. I can't maximize that much heat, I found out. So I have to, as I put in more trees and help cool the area a little bit, offset as it gets hot or whatever, then I have to utilize the shade areas as best I can. I think that's my future, utilizing the shade area as well. Beating down the Florida jungle. Yeah, I saw your thing with the grass, Glenn. That was a good idea. Use the grass that grows for the mulch, because why do you have to haul it somewhere else and haul something else in? I'm wondering where my co-host is, and I don't have a way. I should have got a phone number or something so I could contact this person, because I'm not sure if I said maybe they got busy and forgot, or just never know. Things come up. We're all busy, right? Everybody's busy. So I'm realizing it's not about when you have time for something. You have to make time for things. Okay. If a person's waiting till everything gets done to do this fine, wonderful, whatever it is, small vacation, I don't know, visit somebody they've been wanting to visit, it'll never happen. There's always going to be things to do. There's always going to be more laundry, more stuff to buy, more stuff to cook, more, whatever. There's always going to be stuff. So that's a learning curve to realize that. So it's just about, we have to make time. I don't see this person on here anywhere in my email, so nothing to trip about there. And I use StreamYard so infrequently, every time now I have to get a new login code from them and log in. It's kind of crazy. They want you to just steadily be at it. Thanks, Cebuana. And actually, a little warm in there. I might have to crack open the window, but then we get into the noise too. That's the problem. And anyway, let me see. Okay, so if you win something, jot this down, folks, in case you win something. You get a hold of me. I'm not going to really spend time trying to figure out everything, but if you get a hold of me, email me your physical address, be that a P.O. box or whatever. We'll go from there. By the way, thanks for coming by, OUFN and Balut John. So that's my email address. Everybody write it down. If you win something, contact me with your address. I can send it. Okay, that's the thing. I guess I should have a cutoff point for this, huh? Maybe a time or a more dishes. Yeah, exactly. Hate doing dishes. That's what a waste of time. Fargo, North Dakota. Wow, you're way over in the east. It's about like 10 p.m. or something over there, huh? I know you probably call it the Midwest, but for me, I call it east. I accidentally clicked on your when you typed that in, Glenn. I didn't realize it until just now. And you know, I know it's a thrill a minute here, but hey, contain yourself, folks. Contain yourselves. I'm kind of holding the co-host or whatever guest was very excited to be here and had a lot of questions. And I said, well, I have some basic ideas, but you know, throw any kind of new ideas at me and type of thing. And I never really heard back, so I'm not sure. You never know because we're always all busy and anything can change at any moment, basically, right? Everything's subject to change. And what's subject to change right now is where I put my water bottles because I'm a little bit thirsty. Put them right here. Make this convenient. And yeah, exactly. See, I just relate. Hey, if you're not on the West Coast and you're not in Hawaii, you're in the East. I don't the specifics. I don't know. You're east of me. What? What do you want? Am I supposed to be a geography professor or what? Dun, 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 dun. It's always this. Will the person show? Dun, 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 dun. And I'm not one that likes waiting either. Like if I have to pick somebody up, I don't wait around. I really don't. I'm bad about that. And my patience level is great when I'm talking about waiting on somebody. When I have to wait on them, no, it goes through the floor then. And that's about when I try to put my foot to the floor. What? You know, okay, I waited half a minute. Hi, Dan. Thanks for coming by. And permaculture food forest as I knock more stuff over and make noise. I'll put you in for the drawing. I'm kind of waiting for my guest host. If in the next, I don't know, a little while I find out she's aborted the mission, then we'll just move on past that. But until then, so you haven't seen it yet, Dan. Look, I got these handy dandy, real kind of tickets, so it's not something I got to tear off. And I did mess that one up, tearing it though, of course. But Adrian, where's Adrian? Hey, Adrian, get off the bus. Come in the chat. Adrian Gibson. I knew a guy that lived in Hawaii that was part Hawaiian ancestry. That last name was Gibson. Might be a relative of yours. Similar, the same last name anyway, right? And anyway, yeah, there's a couple more. Wow, 7 in the room. They're rocking it now. Wow. If the room is rocking, don't come and knock it, they say, right? course, I echo Adrian. I say, if the bus is rocking, don't come knocking, right? Because he's frequently in a bus when he's on online. Hey, you're internet famous, Adrian. I don't know where that gets you, but I feel like I'm internet famous, at least with a small group. I can't get the people I know in person to come on here, and people from around the world come on. It's the weirdest thing. Probably what they say about me. He's the weirdest guy around. Yeah. Anyway, we got to kid around. Life is short and tragic. We got to have some fun with it. Looks like I'm getting an age spot right under my eye here. I didn't notice it till just now. Sad, but too bad. Hydrate. You got it. Hydrate. They say hydrate or die. No, it's hydrate and die. We're gonna die regardless. Try to prolong it a little bit, but hey, what the hey? I think we're on a test run for the next space type of thing. See how we do this. If we do good, we go to that good place in the spirit world, right? That's what I was always told. So this is kind of our test run. Try to do good with all the craziness of the world and all this, and still do good. And I have to mention, Dan is a guy that's really doing good. He came from having all grass to having a food forest in Florida. Now, I know the climate is right for it, but nonetheless, that shouldn't take away from what he's accomplished. And Dan was not into horticulture or anything back when he started, from what I understand. So this guy here, check him out if you haven't already. He's got some really good content, and he went from grass to really food forest. So check him out, folks. If you haven't already, check him out. If you have checked him out and fell away from it, check him out again. And we've got Raven Cat Homestead, Cecilia. Hi, Cecilia. Thanks for coming. And I'll put your name on a handy dandy little blue ticket, and you may be a winner. I think this is the most people I've ever had in here on a live stream at once. I like these real tickets. They gives me a professional feel, Feels like I got something going on with rocking my 350 subs. Anyway, Mary Rose, hold up. Mary Rose, you're down for the giveaway. Hey, word got out. They're giving stuff away. Go over there. So I have said this a few times, but if anybody wins, that's my email address right up yonder on the screen. Contact me with some kind of a mailing address where I could send your winning if you want it. You don't want it? Well, hey. Rare fruit trees. Hey, Dan, have you tried Rain Tree Nursery in Washington? There's some other ones. I got a magazine of the rare fruit growers. I'll look in and see if I can see some different things. Oh, thanks, MB. M is for Mike, right? Michael. Thanks, Mike. I feel like it's doing pretty well in the shade, and it's also subject to my lack of wanting to do a lot with it all the time, right? So I water once a week. I just watered. I water deeply, depend on my time frame too. But seems to be doing good. My sweet potatoes have got the vine part is coming up, right? So I think that's a really good sign. And some other things haven't done much yet, but we're going along with it. See what happens. We're experimenting. I got a wasabi plant, and I'm trying to see what what it does. I've never tried to grow wasabi. Things like that. Growing some beets in the shade, and I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Plus, roses are edible too. I'm trying to think. There's one here, Dan. There's some nurseries on the West Coast that are like tropical stuff, and I'm trying to think of the name of some of them. It's not catching my brain cells right now. There's some. If you ever look up Wendy Fan, she has a channel and she does some tropical things, and also she intersects with some of the tropical nurseries on the West Coast. So you might have some luck through that way. Anona salzmanii. Let me look. I'm gonna look on Raintree right now while I'm here talking about talking. Look on Raintree real quick. Also, Raintree Nursery, I found you punch in your zip code and they'll tell you what climate zone you're in. Raintree Nursery. And what was that again? Something salzmanii. Is that also known as rose apple, Dan? Because Wendy Fan has rose apple. I don't know if that's the same. Thanks, J3. Yeah, they say wasabi, OUFN, they say wasabi takes this very pure, clear water, and I don't know. I noticed it's an understory plant, so it's in the partial shade of my fruitless mulberry trees, and I'm just putting tap water at it, so we'll see. I wasn't sure if it had to be a real super like filtered or what the story, but I'm trying it and we'll see. I'm thinking to get some whole house filtration going on, especially including the yard for watering, but there'll be some challenges with that. And part of it is I can't set aside time to have it all set up. So that's the hard thing right now too. So far the plant's doing okay. I water it deep. I don't know. We'll see how the wasabi goes. Sometimes you just have to try things. I've been saying lately that gardening's an experiment. See, that's probably a 3/4 shade or half shade at least. I'm trying to think what there's a couple nurseries that are real popular out here, and I can't think of them, partly because I haven't ordered from them. They don't have a website. If I had my Rare Fruit Growers magazine here, I could look at it, but I don't know. So I'm thinking my co-host didn't show up. She either forgot or I don't know. I wonder if I should email her. I wonder, as I walk along, I ponder. So it's kind of bizarre just listening to myself here, tell you the truth. And I can find it around here. Focused. At some point in the last few years, this email became a thing where they had focus and non-focused, something like that. And it's crazy because it used to all be in one folder. Now it's in two. trying to find things. Email this lady if she's got her email up. I might have told her it was a later time. I'm not sure. Don't remember everything I say anymore. So best thing is just to be honest. Ah, yeah. You know, we had one in Slow a few years ago, a convention or whatever you call it, get together, rare fruit growers in San Luis Obispo. That was a good one. I got some dragon fruit, cactus, and I still haven't turned it into anything because it was in a small pot, this and that. But I'm trying to propagate into up to something now. I just emailed my co-host, and we'll see if she actually come by. I don't know. I don't want to give away her course if she's not here because maybe she changed her mind on the whole thing. That's the thing. She sounded really enthused, but you know, sometimes we're enthused, and by the time something comes up, we kind of forget because you know, there's always tons of other things going on. There's never just one thing going on. That would be wonderful if there was, but doesn't seem to be that way. And you know, if anybody else wants to come up on the panel, they can. Here's what I'm going to do. That is the link. If anybody wants to come up on the panel, I'm going to have to change what I give away because, like I say, this lady has kind of a permaculture online course I was going to give away, but I want to make very sure that she's okay with it still. So, being she hasn't shown, I don't know what's the story. I don't want to give away something that, you know, maybe somebody had to change a heart, and that's okay. So, let me hide my email. Hey J3, how you doing?
Doing good there, Ron. How about you?
Oh, I can't complain. I'm still kicking, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah. You've already got my address, so
Maybe. There's no guarantee I still have it. Sometimes I go through deleting stuff and I'm not paying attention. So,
right.
did I send you something?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I should make a log of that too. What I send to who and all that I don't. So how's your, are you getting ready to
Yeah,
get
you
back?
sent me the. It's what you had done was sent me the catalog.
Oh, okay. Permaculture mag or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, that's how there's stuff going on. Not that if this was all I did, I might remember it. Of course, then again, I'm not 25 no more. So
Yeah. I said earlier in the chat, you can throw your kitchen organics in your yard waste
oh yeah, for sure.
for a mulch pile.
The problem I'm having is it's so hot that the soil's heavy clay and it turns to concrete now. It's so warm. And I haven't had a chance to get the wood chips here. And it just, this whole, I'm the only one here. I can't, anyway, it's kind of a challenge right now. In due time, when I can get it arranged, I'm going to get it rolling, but I kind of give up on it for a while. It's like, well, try and dig in cement. No. You know.
Right.
And
Well,
then
yeah,
I had yeah.
you're still gonna need a pitchfork to turn your mulch.
Oh yeah. I actually got a new pitchfork for that, and yeah, I know it's still going to be some work, but the work it is right now, oh, I got to be out there with a pick. So it's like, oh no, it was going good for a minute, and I have something that's digging up the food scraps too and turning over, and that was actually kind of helping, but I kind of hit a wall with that with my weird schedule and everything, and just said, well, let me just relax on that aspect for now.
Right.
So in a sense, I'm kind of just cruising right now. I was trying to build everything up, and now I'm just kind of cruising, seeing what am able to grow with my lack of attention and that kind of thing, and just go from there. Adapt.
Yeah.
I might have to start watering twice a week or something, but I like to just do it once because it's simpler.
Right.
Yeah, that
And
type
the way to do that would be your wood chip mulch.
of. So it's a whole bad cycle I'm in type of thing with this. As soon as I get the wood chips delivered, boom, it's going to be a game changer. And yeah, it's just the whole weirdness of my weird schedule. And anyway, in time, that part's going to work out. It's going to come together. So I just work on other little odd things here and there until then, and just what are you going to do? Work with what you have.
Right. Hello out there, Silvano.
I think my co-host
I
might
said
have.
hi to you earlier, but I guess you didn't see me.
If I have a chart.
That's another thing, Ron. A lot of my comments aren't being seen in the chats anymore.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
why.
I didn't know that. I did not know that. Let me look on the comments tab and see if I don't know. It's not by me trying to take them out. I haven't tried to take any comments out at all.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Sometimes it's like
I wonder
my comments aren't being seen in the chat,
if it's in my
and
settings.
it doesn't matter whose stream I go to.
Weird. I wonder if they're going to private chat. No, they're not in there. No comments. Yeah, so I wonder if it's something on your end somehow that if it's other people's too. I think that my supposed co-host might have had a change of heart, so I can't give away what she had. I'm not gonna, because just in case, maybe she just forgot and got busy, but just in case she had a change of heart, I don't want to give away her course because.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if you had seen it, but I suggested to everybody out in the chat, like and share. This way we can help you grow.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, any little bit helps. And it's a disappointment. I wanted to give away that online course this lady had. I was actually going to pay, and she said, "Hey, no, just give it away." But being I haven't really heard back from her enough, I'm a little unsure, so I better not. Anyway, I do have this book, "Chasing Turkeys" by Kenton Whitman, that I'm giving away. This guy has a channel called Rewild University. If you haven't come across him and checked him out yet, check him out. He's got some really good stuff. And I bought these with the thought of like, yeah, share it. It's an interesting journey he went on, and he wrote this book. So I think with that, I'm going to draw out a winner because people are waiting around, and why do I make them wait for someone that may or may not show? I might have got ghosted by this co-host. Maybe is that a co-ghost? If you get ghosted by a co-host,
I don't know.
Perma Pastures Farm, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming by. Okay, First winner of the Chasing Turkeys is Maureen, Michelle, and Ken Vlog, also known as MMK, because I don't like typing a lot, as you guys know when you see me in somewhere else. So, MMK, get a hold of me. I will post my banner with my email address up here again as soon as I find it. And get a hold of me. Give me some kind of mailing address. Anyways, Chasing Turkeys by Kenton Whitman of Rewild University YouTube channel. So,
hey, Maureen, check with Ken. It might be easier for him to get the book at his home here in America.
Oh, where are you guys
Instead
at?
of
In Australia?
Maureen's in the Philippines.
Oh.
Her husband is here in Ohio.
Oh, okay, yeah. It'd be easier for me to send it to Ohio, for sure. There's no doubt on that one. Let me put Permapastures Farm in the mix here, being they showed up. And that's a good channel, too. Those of you who haven't seen Permapastures Farm, Billy and Michelle and William, really great content. They're doing it the right way.
Yeah, I've got a long way to go on my watch hours, but I'm not complaining. I'm out here to have fun.
You know, yeah, I'm not super worried. I started this thing thinking that I could inspire people a little bit, and maybe I haven't, but I try to the degree I can, and that's what else you can do. So, but yeah, Permapastures Farm, they're doing it right. Let me put them up here. I'm impressed. I mean, they're doing pigs, chickens, and they're just composting, and they're doing it up a storm, the whole permaculture thing.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the same thing in the Philippines.
Oh, great. I wish I could do more here, but with my weird schedule, it's just practically impossible. If I ever get in this job I'm trying to get in, like a solid employee, then I can pick the days I work and how many days I work, and then I can schedule my life again. But right now, I don't know. I work a days, a grave, and a swing all in the same week.
Right.
Just trying to keep it together, and you're thinking straight and all that's difficult, let alone planning much. So then trying to get wood chips delivered. If I miss time, then it messes me up. I'll never get in. It's kind of a certain kind of craziness I got involved in. So
right.
It's the way it is.
With your giveaways, you might want to set a time limit for people to get back with you.
Oh yeah. Get back with me within the next, I don't know, by this time next month, if you win. Because I'm gonna forget after a while if I don't put it together right away. I think one time I forgot. I'm like, who the heck won? Anyway, it's.
And take Maureen's ticket and put it in the book. This way you know who won.
Yeah, I did. I did that. Good idea. That's anything that makes it simpler for sure. And I'm disappointed. That other person was going to be like a co-host. Well, too bad. I emailed and everything don't work out. Best laid plans.
Yeah, if I see Ken, I'll have Ken get in touch with you.
Okay, sure. Thanks. Anything that facilitates it. Right now, I'm not super worried about growing the channel and all that, like I say, but hey, if it grows, that's great. But I don't know, I'm kind of ambivalent about it because it's like, well, I have the content I can. I'm not going to try to do, super like round the clock lives and all this craziness. So, yeah,
Yeah, when you go over 6 hours, you'll if you've got any copyrights, you're not going to be able to fix the copyrights.
Oh, I see. And you know, if your live streams are too long individually, then you can't edit them.
Yeah, that's where that 6 hours comes in.
So
And if you've got a CPR on them, then you won't be able to monetize them, and you get too many of those, YouTube will take you down.
oh, I see. So yeah, I got one on my New Year's Eve one, I think. I won't ever do an 8 hour again. That was way too long. I'm trying to keep it to the most, maybe 2.5 hours, because even if there's a lot of people, there's only so much, you know, at some point it's like, no, it doesn't, I don't think it adds too much after a fashion. So that type of thing. Try to keep it on the shorter side. And especially when I found out I was going to try to edit out some of it and shorten it way up. And I was like, oh, I can't even edit it. Oh, man, that was a bummer. Excuse me. A lot to learn with this stuff for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I think I've been doing the live streams about a year and a half or something.
Yeah. The rule is, but it's not a law, but the rule is at least 2 videos per live stream that you do.
Oh, okay. I've been trying to put out about 2 a week lately, but I know there's going to be weeks where it drops back. Yeah, I hear you, Billy. Hard to grow a channel unless you engage in reality TV type content. You know, the funny thing is, what I regard as important, people don't want to check it out. I got a relative that has a mountain biking channel that has 400 and some thousand subscribers. But to watch Perma Pastures Farm or Dan Permaculture Food Forest or me or any of the like that we're trying to educate people a little bit, it's really hard to get people on these channels, and it kind of boggles my mind. I get the other ones that people want to chat and stuff, and that's cool, but the serious ones, it's hard to get anybody.
Well, look at my channel. You remember when I first got with you, I was just barely over 1K.
Oh, okay. I don't know how long has that been.
That would have been within the last year.
Oh, okay.
I'm now up to 1.55. I'm not even trying to grow my channel.
Nice.
It's just people. I'm out here to support a lot of channels, but I'm also putting up content.
Wow, you're doing good then.
So,
I've become kind of ambivalent. Like, it's not the main thing anyway. Just trying to inspire a little bit. And it's kind of fun too. I used to be a real shy kid, so just to get in front of the camera at first was a really big deal for me.
yeah, I made a promise to my wife not to be on the camera unless I'm with her.
Oh, okay.
That's why I stay behind the avatar.
Okay.
Behind the logo.
Everybody's got their thing. Like, I don't know if you know Brett. Brett, most of the time he's behind the thing.
Right.
I know how. So it works for him. Whatever he's got going there. But
then again, I could always do this here. Bring my wife up.
Oh, I see. That's a cool way too. Only thing is, if it's something that doesn't show your logo, it's hard to realize. Like, remember, like I'll come on a stream and I'll be like, who are all these people? Because unless it says it somewhere, I don't always remember who was that a picture of, type of thing.
Right.
So I'll get on like the Hapsters. You go to the Hapsters sometimes, right, J3?
Oh yeah.
So I go on the Hapsters, and sometimes you'll have a crowd of people. I'm going, Who are all these people? Because they don't have it listed on there anywhere, just pictures.
Right. A lot of us, our channel names are being listed along with our channel logos. But if you don't recognize a channel from the logo or the name, you're not going to recognize who they are.
Well, and then they'll go up and they'll change it for how that displays. See.
Right.
So, say for example, Sebuana Vlogs might just put CV, and I'll be like, who? Especially if I'm tired or something. Who's that? You know, it throws me off. Maybe that's just me. It's okay. It works for them, but it just kind of throws me off. But yeah, how this all works, I don't know. But I just try to put up some good stuff, and I know my videos have been better than they used to be. So, what are you gonna do?
Right. My videos are nowhere near they were when I first started either.
It's amazing how much better you can get, huh? Thinking, oh, this is okay, and then your okay becomes a lot higher grade.
Well, it's just like here we just had our festival, our fair here,
Oh, okay.
just like I did last year. I did a video on the fair festival that we have here every year. They just celebrated their bicentennial.
Cool. They yeah, had been going. We have an heirloom expo up in Santa Rosa here, and I think it was 2 years ago or so that they had the last one, maybe 19. And I usually make some videos on that. It's cool. All these heirloom different types of food you can grow and all this, and you get exposed to whole. They have panels talking about different subjects. You know, it's pretty cool.
Right.
And I try to make a few videos off of that, and they're going to have it again next week. So I'm excited about that. Get around. It's good to just be around the people that have some of the same ideas too. And eat good food.
Right. And what I'm looking at is, even though mine's about different things I'm seeing, like the fairs and festivals, we can do those and put those up for people that can't go out and do it.
Except, you know, that's the thing too, really. You know, like the heirloom thing. Hey, I should have more content in the way of like, so that people that can't or won't go can see more of it instead of just thinking, oh, this is boring because I've seen it. You know, which, you know, I guess we all tend to do, right? So let me draw another one. I got one more book here to go. And Cebuana shorts. You're in the Philippines too, huh?
Yes, yes.
It's going to be difficult. Well, for now, you've won the book. How I'm going to get it there and how much it's going to cost, I don't know. But we'll go from there. Get a hold of me. We'll figure something out. And,
But yeah, take all your organic waste that you accumulate and put it into your mulch. Make mulch out of it.
yeah.
Take your eggshells, your coffee grounds, stuff like that out of your kitchen. Mix it in with your grass clippings and other yard waste.
Mm-hmm.
There's your mulch right there.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I just got to get part of it. I just got to get back with it. It's kind of just this weird shift thing. That's one of my excuses, right? It's like get off a great dead for a day and a half. You know, like, oh man.
It's been that way since I've known you.
Yeah. See, so once that excuse runs out, don't worry, I'll come up with another one or two.
with me, I rent an apartment, so I can't really put up a garden unless I'm putting it up inside,
Yeah, that's difficult
and
for
I don't
sure.
have the space for it. I just
Yeah,
don't have the space for it.
I'm really learning how this area is. It's a little bit different than I thought because I never tried to grow all the stuff I tried to grow now. I'm a watchman. I guide people, truck drivers coming into the terminal, traffic control within the terminal, the port and seaport, and what else? That kind of thing. So they need people on all shifts, and I have to do it. So that's just the way it is.
So, Bono, if you've got anybody here in America, they'd be able to get the book for you. Be much easier for Ron to send it to that individual, and then whenever that individual sends you a valid buy-on, they'd be able to send it out to you.
That's a good idea. Yeah, Billy, that graveyard puts me down for a day and a half. It's like, wow, get off at sit. Especially sometimes I get up on the early side, so I'll get up 7, 8 a.m. Graveyard ends at 7 a.m. So I've been up. I might rest an hour or two in between before I go to work, but being up 20 something hours is rugged. So then that kind of weird thing. But if I ever get a steady, solid job there, I could pick when I work and what days I work. And people keep telling me it's coming close, but close is relative. So I don't know. We'll see. It's not physically demanding other than that generally, but yeah, the hours, oh boy. Hi, Ruby.
Madangumaga, Ruby.
What do you say? Krav Maga? He wants you to hit me with some karate? Is that what's going on?
No, I just told her. I just said good morning to her.
Oh, okay. You could probably
in her language.
Yeah, I don't know
in Filipino
language. I'm still struggling with English. Okay. I tried to learn Japanese years ago, but you have to have somebody to practice with. Otherwise, it doesn't mean nothing. You could take all the classes and all this. And some people are better at that kind of thing too, I think, like anything.
Yeah, Ron, I've been studying Tagalog for over 5 years.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not really proficient in it yet. I still got a lot to learn, but I learn more every day.
Well, yeah, but your wife's from there, so I mean, see what I mean? You have someone to talk to with it.
Actually, whenever she calls, she's in the Philippines right now. So we're in LDR, long distance relationship.
Oh, okay.
So it makes it even harder.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, okay. See you, Dan. Thanks for stopping by. It's late there. You're about 11 p.m. already. Movie night starts late with you. Anyway, have a good one, Dan. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate the work you're doing in your yard and everything in your channel too. It's great. Constantly inspiring.
Good night there, Dan. Yeah, Ron, I just had a premiere the other day. Wound up being about 45-minute premiere from a week of a road trip that I took.
Okay, I haven't caught up with you. I've been trying to catch up with a bunch of channels, and I'm behind on your channel. I've been.
The last premiere was 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And how did that go? Go
A
pretty
45.
well?
Oh yeah, I managed to get like 50 views when it premiered
Mm-hmm.
and 10 watch hours.
Wow, cool. So you're saying good morning, friend, Ruby, right? Huh. Well, that's cool. Yeah, anyway, I'm trying to catch up with channels and then put some up, and I'm doing okay catching up with channels. I was way behind, but now sometimes I'll be basically I catch up by watching them on my phone. Put it that way, instead of just having to be at the computer.
Right.
I'll be at home and I'll play them on my phone while I'm doing something, and I'll miss a little component here or there because sometimes I'm more listening. But anyway, I get through them and get more done than before. It just seemed like, oh man, I was just blasted for not having the time to do any of it.
Right. Ruby, kamusta ka, kaibigan? Magandang umaga sa'yo.
Konbanwa.
I asked her how she. I asked her how she was. I said, "How are you, my friend?"
Uh-huh.
Good morning to her.
Cooking lunch here. So that's
Tahali.
I can't always remember the terms that I used to know. But yeah, that's
Okay, Dan.
But yeah, keep it growing, Dan. I'm amazed, Dan and Glenn is on his way to having the same type of thing because they're both in Florida. He's gonna have a tracking food forest that like Dan there soon. He's got a similar thing going, and man, the climate over there, nice.
Yeah, Ron. Ruby is one of the good channels that will help you grow.
Mm-hmm.
Just got to get over to her streams.
Oh, okay. I have to head over there sometime. I've been catching more.
She does.
It's hard to keep track.
She does do live streams. Savano Vlog does live streams every so often. Well, we all know Andrew does live streams.
Oh, that's OUFN, right? Andrew.
Yeah, that's OUFN.
I didn't realize people's names until just fairly recently. Like,
I'm going back up in the chat, seeing if I recognize any names up in the chat that I might go to. I know Cecilia, she's doing a lot of videos here lately.
you're doing videos now, Cecilia. I'm subscribed. I didn't even know you're putting videos up. At first, you weren't.
I've seen a couple of videos from her.
So that's the thing. I didn't even realize. Sorry, Cecilia, I've missed your content. I'm laughing because I didn't know. I know I'm subscribed to you, and didn't realize you put anything up. I always been putting up a few things lately. He's been a wild man in the garden.
Yeah, I don't spend much time out here on YouTube like I used to,
Right.
like I did last year.
Yeah, I kind of moderate it too. It's like, I mean, I don't want to be all burned out just because I watched a YouTube stream or something. That's the thing.
Oh, do I have the wrong Cecilia? I thought it was you.
How many Cecilias are there? I thought there was only one.
It's a very common name especially overseas,
Oh, really?
over in Europe.
Oh, I didn't know that. Been moding. What's moding? Been moding and sometimes get up on panel if I can with this old laptop, but no videos. Oh, modding, like moderating. Everybody has their own way of saying things, even in English.
Right.
I'm like, what? What are they talking about? And then, like, when I get in the chat, I'll be like Cecilia, or I'll go Ruby. You know what I mean? I don't type the whole thing out. Like OUFN, that's what I type out. I'm not typing out the whole name.
Well,
Stuff like that. Then people go, "Who the heck are you talking to?" Well, that person, preferably within about 3 or 4 letters. Get it? That's I'm not going to type a lot.
well, sometimes when I'm over on different streams, if I know their personal name, I'll type the personal name like I do when I'm in the stream there down in the stream for you.
Oh yeah.
I call you by your name.
I'll do that too. Like Glenn at How to Grow. I just say, "Hey Glenn, how's it going?" Or of course Dan, it's easy because it's right in the name, so oh, he's talking to that Dan. But they say How to Garden, yeah, How to Garden, Glenn. I'll be like, "Hey Glenn." So Glenn asked me
I had
question. I really don't have a schedule set up in writing or anything. What I'm doing, I'm just kind of going by feel.
the premiere that I just had is up close to 100. It's up close to 100 likes already, and it's only been 3-4 days since it's been released.
You're doing screamy good, Joe. Are you monetized now?
I feel I'm doing no.
Oh, getting closer though.
But no, nowhere near. Has put video ads on my videos.
Oh, okay, yeah. They changed your policy where they'll put you an ad on there, even if you're not getting paid, they're going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good, bad, whatever. That's your thing. A few years ago, people were talking about all these other services that were better and all this, but they never took off. YouTube still has the market cornered. This
Pretty much.
This one and that one, and you could do this other thing that's better. They'd say, okay, but people didn't adopt that. They want to go with a simple one that has what they need already. People aren't that big on change, honestly. If they have what suits them good enough, they kind of stick to that.
That's one thing I've noticed.
People are basically lazy, and that includes me too. Okay, we do what's most convenient for us. That's what got us to where we're at right now, good and bad, is being lazy. If we're all the energetic people, shit, we would have died out a long time ago. That's my philosophy on it. But just because I'm into permaculture doesn't mean I want to beat my clothes on a freaking rock to clean them. It looks like
Cecilia.
Sky Blue, you won. What I'm going to send out, these are a touch old but still relevant Permaculture design. This is the spring issue, February, spring 2021. I still have many of these, so I'm gonna send out a few issues of these. Get back to me. Send me an address. And for that, there's still a lot of good content in there, so check it out, and we'll go from there. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that maggots you sent me, I'm going to put it with when I head out to the Philippines and we start doing hydroponics out there. I'll let the kids look through that mag to go with the game.
Yeah, that's cool. You know, it's always throw more ideas out there. The right person gets inspired by that, it could change the whole area, you know. As they get inspired, it could create economies right there.
Exactly.
Somebody at work wanted to do aquaponics, and I'm like, hey, you can do it at my house. I'm not going to do it because fish isn't my big thing. And if you're cultivating something that's the major source that it's not your thing, you probably shouldn't be doing it, because you're relying just to make money. You know, you got to be able to. It's got to be something you like to eat. You know, that's the thing. But I'm like, hey, I got space, do it here, and they kind of just, you know, they just want to talk about it. I guess they weren't ready to put the time in, so, which is cool. But I just thought, oh, I'll facilitate. I got room. I'll make a space. You could do it, and then I would gather the excess nitrogen and put for my garden, right? So that would be my thing. And if they want to give me some money out of it, cool. But that type of thing, and just cultivate the right energies. I don't think that mixes anything. It sounds like it just sloshes around. What are you gonna do? Oh, tickets are stuck.
Yeah,
here.
With me being here in the Midwest, it's I've grown different fruits. I've grown different vegetables.
Were you surprised at what you could grow?
Yeah, especially some of the cucumbers, yellow squash.
Yeah.
How fast they just took off.
So you just have to try things, right? I mean, it's kind of an experiment all the time. Man, that's my take on it. Like I was telling Glenn recently, an experiment. See what happens.
That'd be great there at your garden.
Yeah, that'd be cool, Glenn. So, Dan, culture food for us. I got one of these for you. Send me an address, or I'll try to get a hold of you and let you know you won. If you want it. If you don't, well, that's the way it goes. Anyway,
if you can, Glenn, try to figure out the growing seasons for different parts of the world also. Not just here in America, but elsewhere in the world. Figure out their growing seasons.
I would imagine there's a general thing somewhere.
There,
for that.
It would be a general, but like out in the tropics, it doesn't matter when you plant out there. You're going to grow.
Yeah. See, Hawaii, they call subtropical. You could, I mean, you drop a seed, you can grow it. It might not be the best for that climate, but things will just shoot up. So it doesn't mean it'll last necessarily. Some things can't take as much rain and all that, but with the heat and rain, it's like nature's greenhouse, you know, type of thing.
Right.
Things spring up out of the compost pile. Somebody was talking on one of the channels about, oh, you can compost on rock. Well, yeah, I've seen compost on concrete, and that compost pile just had a giant tomato plant growing out of it. Accidental gardening, you know, type of thing.
Yeah, I've seen that quite a bit. And if you don't turn your compost, you wind up with weeds.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. And there we didn't turn it, but it just throw stuff on top. But it man, everything. Papaya was sprouting up, everything that got thrown in. If it had a seed, it was probably gonna sprout up there.
Yeah, if I had my own place here, I'd already be doing a compost. But since I rent,
Yeah, there's always challenges like that for sure. I'm debating whether I should start growing worms because the worm castings are a great addition, and that's a good way to do
yeah,
it. So I'm not really sure right now. Just there's like weed
it
things I could do.
it also depends on what the worm is.
Mm-hmm.
You can't take a North North American worm to the tropics and expect it to survive long enough for the trip.
That makes sense. Excuse me. Yeah, that makes sense for sure. Yeah, so there's different things you got to do to amend in your different areas, right? The tropics, I mean, I don't know. This lady where I stayed at her place for a while had a big old garden, but it was all about building up that soil in that raised bed.
Mm-hmm.
That was the whole. And then, once you put the stuff in, the soil's right. You didn't really have to do much anything. Weed once in a while. Even the weeds were somewhat wanted plants. It wasn't like some crazy weed that you totally didn't want.
Right. And I've seen some compost that they had thrown dead roses into,
Mm-hmm.
wound up with a rose bush on the top of it.
Yeah, see, I've seen compost piles that could be used for propagation because whatever they threw in, yeah, it's growing and sprouting, which could be a good idea too. And
Ron,
so,
if I drop off here, if I drop off, Ron,
uh-huh.
it's my StreamYard. It's StreamYard because it's been acting up on me for the last couple days.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, you and your phone and stuff has problems too. I remember from a while back. So I get it, no problem. I
Nothing yet,
just
Cecilia.
I lost my mouse here. This is great. I'm looking, where the heck did I just put it? Oh, there it is. I don't have the best setup here for sure. What did you win? It wasn't the European vacation. Sorry. Did you win? I'm not even sure who won now.
No, you said Dan won the last one.
You didn't win, Cecilia. You won. You won in that you don't have to go to the post office looking for anything. I saved you a trip. And I wish I could go to Hawaii, but I can't right now because of everything with my job. That's the hardest thing.
Yeah, I wish I could get to the Philippines right.
Are they still closed up to Americans and everything in the Philippines?
Yeah. Yep. And they're going to be closed up for a while, looks like.
Probably with this new variation, huh?
Yep. It's going to be books or catalogs, Cecilia.
Yeah, it's going to be some reading material of some sort this time around. Sometime I might go over to seeds, but then, some seeds they don't want you sanding and all that craziness. I don't want to get involved with it and try to figure it out. I don't want to strain my blood.
And some seeds you can't take out of country.
Oh, that's true too. Some even like Hawaii, you couldn't, not supposed to sand and all this craziness. I ordered some when I was there one time, and the person, instead of ordering them direct to Hawaii, I had them sent here to the mainland. And the friend of mine that was sending them got all panicked because somewhere in there said, "Don't, these can't be to Hawaii." So they didn't send. And it was some kind of craziness. I don't know if it was that important or it was just a restriction. Anyway, I remember there was some craziness about it. Oh, I don't know how it happened. It was total accidental, Cecilia. Maybe you beamed it. You are the winner. I wasn't looking at them at all. So just picking one out. So somehow you psychically made yourself win here. Make sure I have your mailing address. I don't know if I still have it or not. I may. But I think that's all I'll give away. I was going to give away that lady's online course, and she didn't show. So I don't think I'll do that. I was actually going to buy it and give it away. Oh, I'll be there, and this and that. Okay. I'm cautious, put it that way. When somebody offers something, I'm on the cautious end. So that's okay. We do what we can.
Yeah, Cecilia. America has closed down all international flights.
Wow.
Except for residents that live here due to this new variant.
Wow. Yeah, I've ordered for married seeds before too, Cecilia. I think you mentioned them to me.
Yeah, Ruby's telling you happy 5th anniversary, Sir Ron.
Oh, thanks, Ruby. Hey, I second that emotion, Glenn. $100 and some million to do wonders for my life. I can't vouch for anybody else, but for me, oh, you kidding me? I'll be on 100 acres in Hawaii growing tropical stuff.
Yeah, if I ever won the lottery, I'd put it in an offshore account.
Yeah, like these people that have Bitcoin and they have all these millions. You know what? Turn it into something real. Turn it into some dirt somewhere. Okay, I mean, that'd be the first thing I did. Got cyber money. I'd turn that into something that's real before somebody deletes it. I'm not so trusting. Yeah, you won this permaculture design magazine, Cecilia. It's actually the spring issue, but sorry, it's a bit later in the year than that. But spring's coming around again. Don't worry. So it'll be relevant again. It's still kind of relevant anyway. There's always good articles in here. I should have had a live stream earlier in the year again. I was trying to have one around the third week of the month, of every month, and then I think I fell off last month. So be it. So that's the thing. Kind of my attitude is like, if I can't make it, I don't. So that doesn't help my cause either, right? Yeah. See, that's what
Ruby,
I'm talking about, man. I could go to Florida,
Ruby,
maybe,
it's kind of
and buy the state. I don't know.
yeah. I was going to say, Ron, it's kind of hard for us to send anything to the Philippines right now.
Yeah. So be it. Get a hold of me where I could send this stuff, whoever won, and because it probably is a little bit of a challenge. I've heard that sending things to like Japan or here from Japan is terribly expensive. So challenges like that surprise me because I don't understand the reasoning why it's like that. But maybe email it to me if you have my email address. That's my email address right there. Then I'll know I have it. But yeah, doggone it. This other person was going to show and it sounded all excited about it. But then I don't know. Maybe she got the week wrong. Maybe she thought it was last week. This other person had a channel. And I thought, well, we'll build up the channel. And oh, well. Yeah, I know, Joe. It happens. No big. Wow. Yeah, I don't know why the shipping is so costly. I something bad about it, I don't know. Many things about it I don't know, but that's the thing. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm kind of chatting about nothing here, it seems like. I thought this might be a little bit more entertaining, but it's not. So that's just the way it is or isn't. I'm kind of behind on a lot of things when it comes down to it, including the news. I what was the well, maybe it was a U.S. owned company, Cecilia. I aborted the mission. I haven't done much on the house at all because I don't want to miss time at work or I'll never get the job. And there's some other things too, but I'll leave it at that. That was a big thing. But it looks like I got a garden cat trying to adopt me. He's been hiding in the garden and I've been putting some cat food. He won't get real close to me, but at least I keep putting food and eventually maybe he'll get tame enough. And that can help with the rodents from overwhelming it and a little bit at a time. So yeah, it's just I don't know. It's just, things are crazy. Now they let everybody out in California. Now the traffic's worse than it was before. Yeah, exactly. That, Cecilia. That's why I say, if somebody really wants to do something, do it. Don't wait until everything's done. You're never going to be done. So there's multi challenges with this job because once I get in, I could fix up a couple rooms to rent, and I could just phenomenally do better. But I can't take the time to do all that because of the stupid job, and there's a certain craziness to it. Vicious cycle, and other things in my life. Things take time, and my car broke down, and I found where there's a mobile mechanic. I had things I want to do this weekend, so I can't have him come or try to get him to come this weekend, and it's just the multi-challenge thing going on. And I don't have somebody that I can rely on to take care of things is one of the big things. So if I can't do it, it can't be done here. That's the thing. I don't have anybody I can rely on to take care of, like get me the wood chips in and be here and make sure they're in the right spot or any of that. So it's, if I don't do it, it just doesn't happen. And I haven't been doing it. So that's the long and the short of it. And I don't know, just things go haywire sometimes. What's eating you? Is that rodents eating your stuff? But yeah, it's a it's a journey. The thing I'm doing the best at though with my method is onions, it seems like. So I'm gonna try to grow more onions. That, onions, and I think the beets will do well in the shade. And as far as like the bell peppers and the tomatoes, I grow them that taste good, but it's kind of a bust volume wise. It really is. So I think next year I'll grow the tomatoes actually in the ground. Yeah, exactly, Glenn. Yeah, I just haven't been able to really build the system. Once I started and thought I had time to do it, everything changed. So, of course, if I could get someone here to be here and get the wood chips in when I can't be here, that would be a game changer. I keep going around and round and round all the things because I don't have someone to rely on here. All the things I can't do, it's frustrating. So then I do something else. Like I move my stuff off the driveway or onto the driveway where it's partly in the shade. And I've noticed it's getting better. And plus, then I can use it's a curved driveway. I can use it actually to drive through. So I had this wonderful idea that, oh, I'm going to harvest that heat. I should be trying to cultivate more shade, is the thing. Shade cloth, whatever, right? Yeah, I have a big broad fork or like a pitchfork that I got that I haven't used, but I was ready to get a ton of wood chips, and I was able to take time. I thought, then all of a sudden it changed where they're putting people into this job. So now I'm trying to get in again, and it's that lotto ticket would make the difference. I say, heck with a job, get the wood chips in overnight. It would be a game changer just because of that. I'd have the freedom, the mobility freedom. Now I'm like chained to the job. And they do it, see, they put you in by hours. So if I miss hours and somebody else gets in, then I got to wait another year or two. It's going to be horrible. So, but yeah, I have an idea what I could do. A few things. Wood chips, I'm going to get a big old dump and just fill the backyard with wood chip, and it just goes on and on. Plus, part of it, I stay over in Oakland because some of the time because it's close to where I work, like 15 minutes. From here, it's like a half hour or more, depending on traffic, which has been absolutely horrible now that they've let people out. So you never know. One wreck could cause you to be an hour drive, hour and a half, and you got to leave extra time, all this craziness, right? So I try to stay over there more so I can work. So that's less time I'm over here. And I just kind of gets crazier from there. That's good. Compost is a wonderful thing. I'm not that confident in just giving up the job, put it that way. If I thought I could just give up the job and grow stuff, I could have all kinds of stuff going on. So, oh man, it's just, I go round and round and round. I really do with all this stuff. What can I do? Well, I can't do this, that. It's like, oh, gee. So, what could I grow now without doing these other things? What could I, what kind of strategy can I change? You know? And I was thinking lately, I got some good reviews on my artichoke video, and I thought, I'm going to grow some artichokes just to let them bloom, just as an example of what they look like, and to let them bloom and kind of educate people that see it what they look like when they're in bloom. And they look good, but just as an ornamental, I'm going to do some things like that. No, we don't have vacation days, Cecilia. I can take off a day, but here's the thing. If I miss a day, because I took off the day, and I miss getting in by a day, I'm going to feel like an idiot. So, and then have to wait maybe a year or two more. So no, I didn't try to get any seeds off that artichoke yet. So, yeah, it's kind of this vicious cycle to try to get the job. And anyway, there's that type of thing. So, I haven't tried to get any seed from the artichoke or anything yet right now. And that just, I don't know. It's everywhere I go, there's some kind of frustration lately. So it's just, I'm trying to be mellow and just deal with the things I can. And just keep plugging away. Somebody just responded to me email. Is that? Okay, so the person emailed me, didn't know it was tonight somehow, forgot, whatever, was traveling in the car. Anyway, that's the way it goes. People get their schedules mixed up. Yeah, so I don't know. I'd like to find somebody I could rely on. There's a guy at work that wanted to maybe live over here for a while, and I'm not sure, but he could help do a lot of things with the house because I could probably rely on him if he did. But these things, nothing's for sure. So that's the thing. So I just keep watching YouTube, putting up videos, try to grow a few things, but ideally it's about building soil up, and then from there it's just a thing of you built the soil, and what the food you grow is a byproduct of building the good soil. Okay, it's really that. And I just can't do it. I'm not willing to miss time to do it because I've put too much time in already for this job to try to get in, and I don't want to wait another year or two. Yeah, you did yesterday or so, Glenn, but I don't know if I still have your mailing address anywhere. I'll look again. Maybe I do have it somewhere. But that's the thing. Until I have time and can, I don't have time and can't. I mean, I don't want to make a ton of excuses, but it's really all lodged around the thing that they won't let me in at the job. I'm not giving it up and let them bypass me. Until I can do that, I can't plan my time. Until I can plan my time, I can't plan when somebody could be here with wood chips or what are all the other things I'm trying to do. So, like I say, it just gets crazier from there. Things I can't do. I know it sounds stupid, but I'm in this job. That's what I got. So I have to deal with it. If I would have went to college and got some wonderful degree, maybe I wouldn't have to deal with it. I don't know, but I do. So that's just the way it is. Okay. Okay, J3. But yeah, I'm just plugging along. I'm not trying to do any super great things right now because, like I say, everything's tied into hitting a wall, and I'm tired of bumping my head into the wall. Turn this way, boom. Turn that way, boom. Turn the other way, boom. But my onions, they are doing good. I pulled a lot of onions, and hi, Looney. Thanks for coming by the stream. Crazy. Life is crazy, but what are you gonna do? Also, I don't know, my appetite is kind of off lately, and I'm not sure what's going on. So that's part of it too. I've been changing up some things, and yeah, I'll send you my mailing address right here. So yeah, the more I talk about my situation, it just sounds like I'm making stuff up. So it just sounds worse and worse. So it's just a fact that I can't plan what I do. I got no one to really rely on and get the things done. So I'm stuck. I'm really feeling stuck with this whole thing. So that's all I could do, day at a time. Thanks, Looney. Okay, J3. Have a good one. Take care. I know it's much later over there. It's probably 11 o'clock or something. So yeah, and I mean, there's some things in my personal life that I don't want to talk about on here because I don't want to put every aspect of my entire being on here. But those things are affecting me too, and it's just anyway. That's just the way it is, and I'm gonna do what I can. Yeah, that's what I keep doing, Glenn. I keep looking for things like doing the veggie scraps. Well, I had some going. I even did a video on it, and then a friend of mine threw them out because I hadn't changed the water and it was getting stinky. It can be endlessly frustrating sometimes. I was doing I was doing some pineapple tops, and I had them in a cup in Oakland, and they got moldy because it's not warm enough there. It's like, it was a little frustrating. Okay, Cecilia, thanks for coming by. You have a good night too. Take care. Do what you can. Time goes by quick. Anyway, talk to you later. But yeah, man, I've been through this before, and I thought part of it was just not having a place to do the stuff. It wasn't just that. I realize now it was just that it was just me. So I'm happy about the garden cat. I'm going to try to adopt him. I've been putting food out there, but man, he's like 30 feet away. He won't get close. It's about the third time I put food out there. But if I can keep him there and try to every few days at least bring some food, I'm hoping he'll tame up and be kind of a rodent predator, right? And kind of knock things back, and he'll be a friendly face addition at least. And but yeah, I appreciate everybody's good ideas, but it's just, man, without being able to do the good ideas, it's just, oh gee. So that's why sometimes I just put flowers and stuff too in my videos. It's like, well, I feel like doing a video. I make better videos the more I make. Keep this thing kind of rolling. And I'm not super concerned about like the YouTube part because I really can't be. I can't dedicate my time to YouTube. I can't dedicate it to nothing because of work. And it's just, oh man, the work that I can't quite, they won't let me in, and it's just, I don't know. Thanks to say, yeah, I'm kind of in a way I'm surprised it's been 5 years, but hey, I grow what I can, and I can show somebody about what I can grow and that type of thing. Yeah, so my co-host forgot or got busy or something, it looks like, so she just emailed me. So that's the way that went. I'm actually over the time I was going to put here talking about. I thought it'd be more exciting because this other person was supposed to come on, and I don't know, maybe she got mixed up on the date or something. So that's the way it goes. You're doing a good job over there, Glenn, though. I see what you're doing. And oh, okay. Yeah. That's tough when it's like that, when you can't seem to get a break, huh? I do think the breakthrough moment's going to be when I get someone to stay here and make sure I get the wood chips when they got to be here. I don't know how I'm going to manage that. It's the people I can rely on don't want to be reliable in that way to be here. So it's, you know, you can't. Why you can't search how to garden? That's weird. Oh yeah, wood chips really are the key to this whole thing. I mean, yeah, yeah. Without wood chips, you got a pretty heavy row to hoe. Put it that way. I can't. Maybe I did it wrong. Maybe I should have tried to get the wood chips sooner. But I was trying to do these other things, and then when I felt like I had time to try to get the wood chips, then I couldn't take the time to do it. So, oh, gee. But hopefully it changes for the better, and I get some wood chips up in here. Maybe I have to cultivate a neighbor to watch and make sure the wood chips get in here. Maybe that's a resource I haven't been looking for or looking at. Hey, Glenn, do you have the giant pythons down where you're at? I understand they're a real resource for money wise. You can get money for catching them and stuff. And apparently people will cook them up and then they use the skin for stuff. And I saw a show where some guys went in Florida, and four guys over 20 hours they made like $8,000 or something between them. I don't know what kind of soil that Dan has. I think he has more sandy soil. But man, that guy, he's rocking that tropical food forest. I'm trying to think the name of some nurseries out here because I'm thinking what he's trying to find. Chop and drop, yeah, makes a lot of sense. I used to say I didn't pull the weeds because I figured that it helped something. It's before the chop and drop I knew about and all that. And I still think it does. Even something that's there is helping the evapotranspiration stay in the area. That and the lizards, huh? The lizards are invading everywhere. I saw a thing where a guy caught them and he was making money off of them. I thought, wow, if I was good at catching snakes, I'd go down there and spend a couple years if I could make the kind of money them guys were making. Stay down there for 200 days out of the year if I could make $2 grand a day. Gee. Oh, I see. Of course, they're talking about all the other snakes you got to watch out to not get bit by too and stuff. All the other hazards, but these guys they rocked it up. I think that was on the History Channel, the show. But man, I'd have snake barbecue this, snake barbecue that. Man, I'll be like Bubba Gump's Shrimp Company. I'll be like Ron's Snake Company. I'll squeeze out every resource I could out of it. They were getting like a bounty, I think, reward or something for each one, but then they could sell the meat too, and they can keep the hide, the skin and all this. So if you did it right and you could prove it, type of thing, then you had multiple streams of income off of them snakes. Anyway, I think I've been on here close to 2 hours talking about practically nothing, but I did have a giveaway. Thanks to those who came and won and all this, and it's been nice. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else I'm going to talk about. Oh, I see. Maybe it's Fish and Game that was given the reward on the snakes. I wonder if you could lure them out, though. So you have a bait item like a chicken carcass or something, and they go for that, and you just hit them with an electric cattle prod and shock the heck out of them, and then you got them maybe. But I know also they'll wrap you up, so you got to be tough, big and tough and strong and all this too. So it's a challenge, I'm sure. But there's people that could bring in there that would beat them into submission, them snakes. Between catching them and selling snake skin and eating snake and barbecuing snake, and I mean, they'd be really well off, and them snakes would be beat into submission, I think. Really? You can't even bait the invasive thing? No wonder it's so difficult. Yeah, I mean, I'd have me a snake processing area. Snake goes in one end, the other end coming out. Fried snake, roasted snake, whatever, boiled snake, snake skin, money, anything I can get out of that damn snake. I had a neighbor had a big old snake like that, and he wanted me to hold it. You want to hold the snake? No. I said, that thing growing itself up into being a belt where I come from. Hell with that big old snake. He was growing and breeding rats and keeping rats alive, white rats, to feed the snake. So he had these white rats in an aquarium in his garage. He was raising the rats, and he had a plywood top on it, right? So I had a cat that he kept seeing in there laying on top of that plywood. Cat was thinking, man, I wish you would come out there, the little rats. He said, man, your cat's in here laying on that. Well, what do you want from me? He's hungry. It's like the snake's hungry. Anyway, that guy moved away. I don't know if he still have the snake or not, but wow, what would you need with that damn old snake? Grow it up into a pair of boots or a belt, maybe, huh? Anyhow, that's a permaculture way. Get all you can out of the resource. Well, I think I've done ran out of things to say, Glenn. As much as can talk about nothing at some point, I can't talk about nothing forever. So I'm gonna call it. And thanks, Glenn, and everybody else that came by. I'll send out the things as soon as I get places to send them, know when to send, where to send them, and that's what I'll do. And thanks for watching. I did 2 hours and 22 seconds, and at that, I'm gonna call it. Bye, all.